Hulu's Under the Bridge episode 6 made some small and big changes to the facts that influenced the overall plot and characterizations. The true crime show Under the Bridge fictionalizes the true story of who killed Rena Verk, mostly following the real events of the crime. However, like any adaptation, details are left out and changed in order to improve the overall narrative. In adaptations of fiction works, this isn't as significant of a deal. However, due to the fact that this murder really occurred, and a family lost their loved one, it's important that changes only be made when it gets to the core truth of the event or person, even if it alters the facts and timeline. Under the Bridge episode 6 aligns with this rule of thumb, making only a few major changes to the story. Warren didn't know his grandmother was Metis. Godfrey's Under the Bridge afterward reveals Warren discovered his Metis heritage in prison. Warren looks worried while talking to someone in Under the Bridge. Early in Hulu's Under the Bridge, Cam and her police partner visit an assisted living area meant for First Nations and Metis people. While it isn't directly stated, the conversation between Cam and the person at the front desk heavily implies that Warren knew about his grandmother's heritage because he had visited her there, albeit not recently. In real life, Warren didn't know that he was Metis on his mother's side at the time of his crime. According to the afterword in the 2019 reprint of Rebecca Godfrey's Under the Bridge, Warren only learned about his Metis background on his mother's side when he was in prison after getting sentenced for Rena Verk's murder. The lack of knowledge about his Metis heritage would make sense based on the information shared about Warren's mother in Under the Bridge. She lived with alcohol use disorder and wasn't very mentally present in his life. Ultimately, Warren's discovery of his Metis heritage made him more drawn to the restorative justice program. Warren learned that the practice of restorative justice instead of punitive justice is based on Aboriginal and non-Western principles. This program is what helped both Warren Glowatsky and the Verks heal from the trauma. Additionally, according to CTV, Warren Glowatsky asked that his parole hearing incorporate Metis elders. They ended up having a healing circle involving Suman and Manjit Verk in conjunction with the parole hearing. Without Warren Glowatsky learning that is part Metis, this type of healing might not have happened.